What's up, YouTube? Jeff back again, and today got a really exciting product for you guys. My friends over at Everybot sent out their ThreeSpin robot mop. This thing looks absolutely awesome. I'm going to go ahead and do the unboxing. Then I'm going to use this thing for a bit. I'm going to have some sweet footage of the actual mop working. We'll talk a little bit about the app and get everything set up. So obviously it's a pretty big package, so I got my handy unboxing knife here. Going to go ahead and unbox it, show you guys what comes inside just real quick, and then we'll go ahead and get into the actual operation of the mop. So there's the seal. Go ahead and open it up. Let's see what we get inside. We're gonna get a mop, probably gonna get some replacement pads. I'm just gonna lean this down here, back towards the camera. You just have to bear with me. I'm much used to shooting phones versus larger products, so trying to get my camera angle and everything set up to do a huge box like this. So here we go. Here's what comes on the inside of the package. So you got some operation manuals, which I'm gonna need to read so I can get this set up. I'll show you guys some footage, see how amazingly well this cleans my floors. I know my wife's gonna be really excited about this. Looks like we got part of the dock for the mop itself. Set that to the side over here. And then the main attraction, there it is, there's the mop. And of course, we've got some replacement pads. I'll set this over to the side. So we've got some pads here to use with the mop. Different colors. Back here, we're gonna have a power supply, it looks like. And of course, this is a mop, so we're gonna have a sweet remote so that we can actually control our mop, dock it, set it to do things and things like that. I'm sure we can probably see if we can do something with our phone as well to control it, but you've got intensive, focus, edge, drain water, 50-minute, water control, play, pause, everything you need. It even comes with some sweet batteries to use with the remote. So overall, a pretty comprehensive package from the people over at Everybot in terms of what you need to get started with the mop. So I'm gonna go ahead and take this out of the way. I'll show you guys the mop itself, and we can take a look at that. So move that out of the way. Sit it down. Here we go. We got the mop pads, like I said, charger. Let's take a look at the actual mop body. It's fairly small, actually. I thought it was going to be a little bit larger. They claim that this thing is library quiet, which means you can basically run it at night. It's going to be a huge test of that because we have a little kid. He's 1.5, so when he's napping, I'll see if we can run this and still allow the baby to sleep. They claim you can. Design Award 2021, Red Dot winner. Pretty exciting. This is where the pads are going to go there on the bottom, get this set up. So I'm going to go ahead and get it set up. The docking station, the mop pads, everything. Also try out the remote. I'm going to get some footage of this thing actually working and the setup. We'll come back and talk about how the everyday operation works, and I'll give you guys my review. All right, guys, so here we have the Everybot ThreeSpin. This is in the area that we typically use it in the house. I've been using it now for a little while. I just want to give you guys sort of a tour of the remote and also the mop itself. We use it here in the kitchen. As you guys can see, this is like a high traffic area in our kitchen. Over there, you've actually got the dock to charge it. I'll take a look at that in a second, a little closer. You guys can see here, the Everybot ThreeSpin's powered on, and I have the remote as well. You can manually control this with the directional buttons here at the top, as well as the play and the stop. So very simple to manually control the mop and have it clean any trouble areas that you want. The directional buttons are quite responsive and they do a pretty good job. You can see it spinning around there when you press the side to side buttons to go side to side, and then it goes straight forward or straight back as you press the up and down buttons. Now, one thing I do want to mention about this mop in using it is it's not just like a broom. It doesn't just sweep up dust or anything like that. It actually does put its weight on the floor. So you're actually able to get up like debris and things like that that you would want to do with a regular mop, just like you would have like imitating a human. And it's also very quiet as well. So you can run this if you have children, if you have a baby, you can run this mop no problem. If they're sleeping downstairs, we have a 1.5-year-old and we can easily run the mop even while he's sleeping with no problem at all. So there are some other modes on here just on the remote. You got intensive mode, which you can impress, and this will clean kind of intensively in a particular area. You've got focus mode, which will clean in a localized area right around where the mop is. That's like if you have a really big, problem area that's got quite a bit of grime or something like that on your floor. You want to get rid of it. It kind of does a spiral. You've got edge mode, which edge mode kind of cleans the edges. It does have object detection, so it can kind of like detect your drawers and things like that as well. You can press stop, and then you can go back to controlling it manually as well when you're in any of the modes, which I just did right there. Y mode, which basically does a Y pattern here. Let me move this over a little, then I'll show you guys. If you press the Y mode here, this is what you're gonna get. Kind of does an up and back, and then up the other way kind of situation. You can just stop it and then go back to manual control at any time as well. And then you've also got the 50-minute clean. So this is like if you want a really deep clean in one room, like here in the kitchen. If we want something really cleaned well, you can just set it, kind of forget about it, and then the mop's gonna do a good job of cleaning it. So I do think this thing is great. I mean, the battery life is pretty solid on it. Sometimes it does take a couple charges if you want to get the full kitchen, clean, because we do have other area here around the dining room and stuff. But it does do pretty good on battery life. It's very simple to clean, the mop pads and everything like that. Draining the water is very simple. That's also controlled right there from the remote. Overall, a very nice little robot mop. I think it's great if you have a localized room where you really want to clean. You want to keep this in there to kind of do the cleaning in that particular room. It's also great for like an apartment area. If you have like a studio or one-bedroom apartment, this mop would clean, the entire apartment if you have hardwood floors, or if you have, tile like we do here in our kitchen. All right, so that is kind of the usage summary of the Everybot 3-spin. Let's go ahead and talk about kind of my summary and closing remarks. All right, guys, so that was my review of the Everybot mop. A very, very cool mop if you need something just to get up simple spills and things in your kitchen. It's a very simple process to replace the pads on the bottom, and filling up the tank is also a breeze. We've just been setting this thing to clean when we're not in the kitchen. Takes care of any little bit of spills and dust and thing that we might not notice from our 2-year-old son. And I think it's really great value for people who don't want to have to be mopping all the time manually. You just do that maybe once or twice a week, and then the rest of the time you don't have to be doing the maintenance because the Everybot mop will take care of that, no problem at all. Anyway, if you guys want to check it out, I'll drop the link below in the comments and in the pinned description. You guys can also get any relevant discount codes or things like that that Everybot provides for me. Huge shout out to them for sending out this mop for review. You guys like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification icon for future videos like this, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks a lot for watching.